Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me go. Oh, that's the Shed G cam. What up, y'all? They can't do the Shed G cam right now. All right, let me go back. There we go.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all make some noise right now. Get the clap.
Yeah.
Do the claps. We back. Welcome everybody to the Shed G's podcast. When I tell you, y'all in for a treat this evening. We got so much stuff we're going to be talking about. But before we get started, I have to introduce myself. My name is Shed G. Whenever y'all ready.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, Alberta the exception.
Hey, Preston, Mr. Impact Johnson. That's
Right. So it's been a good journey, everything we've been doing. So we're going to go down the line. What have you been doing since the last time we was on?
I had a lot of football going on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I went to Minnesota with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. She
Dope.
was in the mix. She was in the sip.
In the sip.
Is that what I call it? Minnesota. The soda.
Soda was
Yeah.
there, and then the next week I went out to Amarillo and I headlined out there Juneteenth weekend. So
Okay.
and then I had a show at Louisville Mall at Music City Mall, and then like I say, just a lot of football, man. We got
Right.
playoffs coming up next week, so it's been a good time, man. We missed you though.
Right. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Uh-oh.
Is Berta up in here looking like a bad? She got her hair down. I'm used to the front. I didn't know who she was. I'm like Auntie Berta. She came in here looking like she about to teach us something.
She curled it up.
So why'd you do it? You know?
Okay, well, no reason in particular.
You lied.
I hadn't.
You lied.
No, really, I hadn't straightened my hair out in like over a year.
Me
so
either.
I wanted to get. Oops. Yeah. And I wanted to like get my ends clipped, and I was just
Okay.
like, you know what? I didn't feel my hair myself, so I was like,
Okay.
when saw my girl across the street over there at a beautiful salon.
Okay.
Holla at my grana.
Okay.
I know Kawana.
You know
Okay.
Kawana?
Nope.
No, Kawana.
Damn.
Well, look, you look good. I
You
promise
do.
you. You look like you'll make potato salad without any
My
utensils.
coworkers didn't even know who I was.
I would
Boy.
have to
Still
check your
didn't know. They
ID.
still, yeah. If you've only known me like in the past year, you don't know me like this.
Well,
You
all
don't know me
right.
like this.
Well, thank you. Preston, what
Berta
do you
looking
got
fine,
going
boy.
on?
With the Berta
As
exception to Berta the erect. Here's it.
Yeah.
Five,
Boing, yoing, 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 yoing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, go
Man,
ahead.
look,
okay
I've
with
been
it.
out here. After I got out of jail, I had no, I'm sorry.
Stop playing. Because you know I don't. Okay,
I've been traveling a little bit, man. Been here, there, everywhere, doing my thing. So at the end of the day, I had a good time. Actually went to Minnesota. I did for Mother's Day.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you was there for Mother's Day.
Nice.
I was there for Mother's Day.
Talk about
up?
it. Talk about
It
it.
was all right. And then I came back
You said it
and
was all
Okay.
and then
He said it was
it
alright.
was all right. And then I had opportunity to go to a couple other places. Went to Arizona, went to Florida.
Right.
Yeah, we've been all over the map, man. And now we back up in here.
We're back up in
We're
here.
back up
Big
in
shout
this
out
piece.
to Pamela. She was like, your stuff is super cute. Brianna
Pamela.
said you missed you the whole
Aw,
night.
miss y'all,
Now, ladies and
Bree.
gentlemen,
Hey.
if you're watching this, please make sure you share the video.
Share it.
Share the video right now if you're watching, because this is pretty cool what we're doing. It's a Shed G and Friends. There's so much stuff has happened. I wanted y'all to go so then I can tell y'all about my situation.
Uh-oh.
So it was been a blessed situation since I've seen y'all. I have filmed another movie called Medea's Homecoming.
Beautiful.
So it was great.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Waving at my sponsors. Thank you. So it was a blessing to get in there and work with Mr. Perry again. He actually just called me probably 3 or 4 days before, filming the movie.
Wow.
And it tripped me out. I ain't worked with him for 4 years because of, just certain situations where you know your worth and all of that stuff. And when I tell you, when you stand up for yourself and, you just do what you're supposed to do, I would just like to say that me and Mr. Perry, we were friends.
Yeah.
He paid me great.
Yeah.
You know what I
Amen
mean?
for that. Amen for that.
He paid me great.
Yeah.
It paid him Tony Tiger great.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just a blessing to be able to do all that, man. The movie is going to be so funny. When I tell y'all, this is the funniest one, and I worked on all of them with the
Wow,
Medea
you
stuff.
have.
And y'all,
Yep.
if y'all don't know, I play Medea, so I've been doing Medea for the last, all the last movies. The last one I did was Boo Halloween, then I just stopped. Then all the other ones, they had other people in there, but it's mainly me, the ones beforehand. It was just a blessing to be able to do. But when I tell you this is the funniest one.
This is it.
This one is gonna be on Netflix. When I tell y'all,
Yay.
it's gonna be crazy. So I know that I'm gonna do a watch party here in Dallas, just so people can come because I got some special stuff we'll talk about. I'm gonna get giveaways. They're sending me giveaways and different things that we can give away. So we're gonna do that. So it's just a blessing, man, just to be able to do. I've done other stuff, but I just wanted to keep it short because we're gonna get into this. Now, I just want to tell y'all. So when I was there filming the movie and watching everything, apparently some of the people watched the show. So big shout out to all the people that watch from T-Dog.
Shout out, yeah.
So they was telling, they was like, yo, man, we watched the show. It's a cool show. And, you know, they just love the chemistry. And so the one thing that they love is when we talk about relationships, okay? Now, the reason why I was like, you know what, we dedicating this whole show to relationships and stuff because I'm about to start doing my thing in Dallas.
Hey.
The wait is over. I've been watching everything, so I kind of want to move still and still do everything that I do. But I'm trying to bring something different because friends that are doing all of that stuff doing great.
And they're using your exact same philosophy. But
Yeah, but we got people that's doing so much other stuff. So now, what we gonna do is we're gonna talk about. So I want to focus on my Battle of the Sexes that I have coming up in August. That's gonna be here.
Okay.
So let me tell you the
That
explain the
sounds
Battle of
fun.
Sexes. Battle of Sexes is so cool, and I mean I don't care if people try to do it. It's still not because you know what I mean. The original is
I know,
always
because
better.
no bad boy discussion.
Right, right.
Sorry.
So what it is I have men and women come in. And we have a pink bag and a blue bag. So the questions you ladies want the men to answer, you put in the blue bag. The questions that we want y'all to answer, you put in the pink bag. And we have a yellow bag just for unisex questions. And the cool thing is like
Hold on.
when
Did he say unisex question?
I
Unisex.
think unisex.
Where the bell at?
I don't
We
know.
out here,
I don't know if that's a
unisex.
disease
Well,
or what
whatever,
that is.
Okay,
look.
it's cool, my
But
bad.
Unisex.
Unisex.
questions
I think it's
where
tongue too
both
big.
couples can answer. So before we start, I have people hold up their drink, and I have them say, repeat after me.
I don't
and
drink.
I'll be like, repeat after me. And they be like, yo, I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me Hennessy. Right?
So help me, Hennessy.
So help me Hennessy.
I like him.
So then we get into answering the questions. So that's why they was like, on the set, they was like, yo, shit, we want you to do something just like that.
Wow.
Because somebody said, I don't know how to approach or ask questions. So I dug deep for the dating thing. And I dug deep.
That's front
Got
back.
some questions.
Front
So
back.
that's what we did. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, we got some special guests in the building. Y'all make some noise for SWV. I don't know what it is that you do me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please introduce yourself to the audience, please.
What up, everyone? This is Coco Leche, aka
Coco
Coco.
Leche.
Come on, Coco.
What up, everyone? This
That's
is
Lily.
Chrissy G, or we're gonna go with Special K today.
Special K.
Special K.
Taj, come on, Taj.
Hello, everybody. This is Karma Leche, aka Barbie.
Yeah! It's gonna be a good show.
Power pack
It's
today.
gonna be a power pack. Y'all
I
sit
see
there.
you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
got
So
some
these
help.
are questions we're gonna be able to ask, and so everybody is open to everybody. So I kind of dug deep, opposed to the questions, you know, like why, you know, some, especially Minnesota, why does black men date white women? Why does it, you know, they ask, but I'm digging deeper.
Okay.
Okay, I want to dig deep. Those are gonna be in there, but I want to ask some cool.
Front and back. He got front and back, y'all.
He got him
Front and
taped
back.
up, y'all.
I got him.
Typed up.
Now,
Double space.
these are some of the questions will be great also for relationship. I mean, like first to get to know the person. So the first one I'm gonna ask, and then we're gonna go to you guys. So I'm gonna ask the question, and then I'm gonna take it over to you.
You mean the side camera?
Yeah. That's the side chick.
Side chickens.
So the
The
first
main
question I'm gonna
chick.
ask is,
One and only chick.
what?
You heard her.
We heard her.
You heard her. You heard her.
So the question I have for you ladies, the cam is on you right now. What would you define as cheating? Because you know sometimes there's no clarity on what is cheating in a relationship.
This is gonna
I'm
be
gonna let y'all
good.
take that one first.
The
Yeah,
2021
Come on,
answer.
let's
I
do
come
it.
back with my scholarly
The
response.
2021 answer.
There it is.
Okay,
Step up
I
to the mic and do
believe
what you do.
cheating is
Talking to the mic.
okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe cheating is when you are doing something that's not honest. You're not communicating with that person. Because these days in 2021, like say if I'm with my man, okay, like one of y'all, and I decide, and then we're together or whatever, and we're like walking down the street, and say I'm looking at a girl, and I'm like, oh, look at her, but it's
Shawty.
cute. And you look too, like I'm not gonna consider that cheating because I'm saying that's cute. We're in communication of like just that friendship and talking to each other and knowing that part. But if you're doing something behind my back, that's cheating.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like I feel
Yeah, I
like
get
behind
it.
my back is cheating. Like if
Right.
we communicate and everything's up front, then you know.
Okay, now. What do you say, Special K?
Okay, so I
ain't
agree
gonna
with
take it
Mona.
there.
I think that in every relationship, you set your own boundaries. Every relationship is different, right? And so if you step outside those boundaries and you can't do something that in front of me that you would normally do, then you cheating because that means you hiding something, right? And so my thing is if y'all have an open relationship, you have an open relationship. You know, it is what it is. We should be able to communicate those things. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. That's the only thing. And then we good.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Coco.
Okay.
Coco.
Okay.
So
Special K.
I'm going to have to agree with my comrades over here. But honestly, to me, it's really like, if again, we've established we're in a relationship. If you're doing anything outside that relationship, you're dating, going out with other women, taking them out to eat. If you're sleeping with anyone else, like that's cheating. If you're flirting too much, that's kind of cheating, you know, because that woman, although the man might not get emotionally attached, that woman probably is, right? Because we think differently. We think differently than the man. So to me, those are things that signify cheating.
Is texting another woman cheating?
Yes.
What are you texting about?
You know, it depends.
And if you're willing to lie, if you have to lie about it, then you can't do
So
it.
for me, I mean, if you're texting another woman, but you can tell me that you're texting another woman, you feel comfortable showing it. I mean, you ain't doing anything, right? You're open and honest with me, right?
Okay.
But the minute that you can't be how you would be in front of me with that person, and you got to start hiding, I mean, you're cheating because you're trying to hide. It's almost like when you couldn't be upfront with your mom and them. You know what I'm saying? Like you lying because you're doing something wrong, and you got a guilty conscience.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm bringing it back over here to Preston. Here come Preston. Mr. Impact.
You know, I'm a little confused.
Okay,
And
okay.
only because I didn't take my Geritol. I heard, and again, it could be me.
Okay.
Two people were okay if it was communicated up front.
Right.
But one, and I'm not going to say who it was, Coco, was saying that it is not tolerated. So my question is, so what does it mean up front? Because what I'm thinking is, it's okay if you dangle a little bit, as long as you have a upfront contract. Again, it didn't come from me. It didn't come from me. I'm just saying what I heard over there.
Okay.
Not from me. I mean over there.
Okay.
So I need some clarification.
Oh,
I'm just
we
saying.
definitely gonna clarify.
Well, clarify it in here. Clarify.
Let me clarify. Okay.
Come through.
In general, you have to talk and be open, but that's not how
I'm sorry,
I want
how
my
what open?
relationship. In general, you have to be open and
Oh, be
honest,
open. I thought you said
right?
something else. I'm sorry,
But
go ahead.
in my relationship, you got to give me the choice to say no, right? So if you want to have an open relationship, you want to talk to multiple people, be honest with me, but give me the right to say no.
Right.
That right there. That right there.
Come
That
on,
part.
Mr. Tate. What up, Mr. Tate? Y'all better say that, female lady.
What up,
We're in a new world. It's all
Okay.
about communication.
Okay.
Real talk. It's about communication. Everything is different now. It's not like how we grew up. I mean, I have old school values, but it's not how like we grew up back in the day. Not to say that I'm accepting those new school values, but I'm just saying we're talking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So communication is so important because like you can be like, a guy can be like, oh, this girl is, I don't know, I just see her, she just texts me or whatever. Oh no, she don't just text you. Like your friends, I know, my friends, you know. Like we're cool. We're supposed to be cool like that. We're supposed to have a friendship level of that standard to know. Like
I get it. Yeah, but I mean,
You buying that?
it's communication. So
I'm saying.
So it's like, so I get what you're saying. You're saying that if we got mutual friends, like if we mutual friends
Yeah,
with it,
me and you.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We like if I'm texting Berta,
Yes,
Berta,
me.
me and Berta, we laugh, we text, all of us, we be on the thread, we laugh and
Trust.
text.
All right.
We know. You know what I'm saying? But so if you didn't know, you're saying if you didn't know, like me and you together,
All
right?
together.
And you didn't know Berta was texting each other, that's cheating.
You doing wrong.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Because we're friends. No, because I feel like no. Okay, first of all, we would have an understanding. I would know your friends. So if I know your friends, that means I trust your friends. And
Okay.
two, I have discernment. Okay, so that gives me another bonus. That gives me another bonus on how I'm gonna move. Okay,
Gospel
But
coming to this.
I ain't trying to put it in there, but let's back it on out. But at the
Right,
same time, you hear what I'm
She
talking
said
about, right?
discernment.
You know what?
So
Spell discernment.
with
I'm
that
sorry. Go
being-
ahead.
Come on, go ahead.
With
Let
that
him finish.
being
Let him
said,
finish.
though, you know what I'm saying? Like you get the feeling, you understand it, and so like there's like I'm not a jealous person, so a person can like if I'm with you, you can talk to females. I'm not going to be upset about that,
Right.
or vice versa, whatever. But I encounter more men that would be upset about that.
Right. Okay. I mean,
that
I
make
can,
sense?
but see, that's the reason why you have to communicate.
You do gotta
See, that's the main thing in a relationship. Like, if you're not communicating this, you're supposed to ask these questions. That's why I got the questions before you get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you're dating, don't ask the stupid question. Do you travel around the world? Do you
like
have a
to
passport? You like your footsies rubbed?
That
Do
is
you
the
like to
word,
be
'cause we need to get on
flued
that-
out?
on that
You like to be flued? You know what I mean? You gotta dig deep.
So my thing is, so like if I'm dating someone and I feel like everybody has a past. People have friends, homies. Like me, I know I have a lot of guy friends that can become problematic for someone that I'm dating. Although they are very platonic, completely platonic friends. So if I'm dating someone, for me, I want to make sure that that person feels comfortable. Like, these are my homies. You come around them, you meet them, because I want that person to feel secure and comfortable and know that even though I have these guy friends, they are just friends.
Right.
Right? And so to me, like he was mentioning this situation, if, you know, say if we're dating and you guys are homies and you're texting him, like, that's fine because you guys are friends. You guys have known each other before I came into the picture, right?
Right.
So who am I to say you can't talk to this person anymore? Now, if you guys had a history where you guys were dating, there's still some emotional attachment, then that might be a little bit different.
Now, okay. So
joking,
now, look,
guys.
that's barely the question.
Oh.
But so now let's take it deeper.
Uh-oh.
Is it okay for you to be friends and communicate with your ex? Berta? Then we go over there.
I'm cool with all my exes except one.
Right.
So I think that it's fine as long as you keep. I mean, it's a line that doesn't get crossed, right? So I don't see any problem with. I mean, as long as we didn't end like on bad terms, you didn't do nothing deceitful. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just
Sometimes
grow
we
apart.
outgrow apart. Yep.
Exactly. So I don't feel like if we formed a bond and we had a relationship and I loved you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't just go away for me. It changes the way that I love you, but that love doesn't go away. So I'm still have love for you. I'm gonna still check on you. I'm gonna still hit you up on your birthday, say happy birthday, and you know the holidays and all that. And every now and then I'm gonna hit you up. Hey, what's up? You good? You know, that's just how I am.
But you know there's a difference. There's a difference. I'm gonna go over that. But you know there's a difference. It's always different if you the breaker upper instead of being the
No,
breaker
I
upper.
got broke up with
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I done been broke up with, and I'm still cool with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you?
Now they
Are you
now they know they messed up though. They know they messed up. You was the one that got away, but hey, you
Is this the messed up
you
or the
messed
bill
that
due?
up. You messed that up, but we can be friends though.
You know
You know you messed up.
So what time you go? What time you go to
You bossed
the
a bottle of beer.
That's what you did.
All right, I know they was gonna say
But no, I
something.
was just gonna say, well, I mean that I can understand that too, but I'm saying if you broke up with someone or they broke up with you, however they may have it, and this person or someone is still somehow attached to this individual, like you could be like, I just want to be friends with you, but they might be like, but I still love you.
Right.
So then there becomes a problem, right? So that's where the problem comes in. Where I'm
Yeah,
like,
and it
that
does
communication
happen.
has to
That's what
end.
I'm
It
saying.
does happen.
That's the whole point. What I'm saying.
Love you
But
or in love with
I was gonna say, I'm the best ex-girlfriend ever.
Bam, me too,
Yeah,
girl.
but- Give it a horn. Give it a
What does that mean?
Because
I'm not coming in. I go to his say first my class. What that mean?
I am very respectful. Once I'm not
That's
with you
good.
and you're in a
Yeah.
relationship, I respect the boundaries. We can
that.
still be cool. I'll hit you up on your birthday. I'll even meet your boo or whatever.
Right.
Because I don't really care. I'm not going to be disrespectful because I have boundaries. And now if the person I'm dating has an ex-girlfriend that operate like me, then cool, we cool. But I was in a relationship where a person had an ex-girlfriend that didn't operate like me, and we can't be cool. And I got to tell you, like, look, that one make me uncomfortable. That one's cool. That one you can keep. This one you got to throw away. And it's just you got to do whatever makes the person you're in a relationship with comfortable.
That's true.
Hey, big shout out to Chris. Chris said, been pimping since the 99 and the 2000s.
Hey, come on now, Chris.
I think you
Don't
trying
do
to
me
say
like
the
that,
back that-
baby. Don't do me like that, baby.
Say his deal though.
Hold on, one second. You got to meet Chris, right?
Yeah. That's
Berta
my
got to
Minnesota
meet my
boo.
boy Chris.
Don't let my man hear that, though. What's up, Chris?
That's my bestie.
Right, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's your bestie?
Chris
Oh,
is that
okay.
friend
Oh,
that Chris is that friend. You got to tell your boyfriend.
Chris is our
This is
ride or
my
He's our ride or die.
Right,
And
right.
I love Chris.
Let me put that on podcast.
Right.
He's my ride or okay.
You say what?
I mean,
we looking
not
at
like
you.
that.
He is
Not like
my
that.
ride or die. Chris is everything to our family. He is everything to us.
Chris is good people.
No,
I like
real talk. Like,
Right.
I love
Right.
Chris.
Okay.
make sure I make that clear.
Hey,
on
Chris,
the podcast.
boo.
All right, now, Preston, you was about to say something?
Yeah, Chris ain't. But here's the deal.
Hey, don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
I know Chris. We go way back. Chris, good people. Here's my thing. See, I'm hearing a lot of confusion over here, Shed.
Okay, and I'm listening to it.
I went to School of Hard Knocks.
Okay.
And I'm hearing a lot of confusion. And again, it could be me. I'm hearing that certain relationships with certain friends is cool. Certain boundaries are set is cool. Certain understanding is cool. What I'm thinking is this is number level of mass confusion. Let me tell you why. Because at the end of the day, get into it. For some reason, I know. I'm just saying.
into
just
it.
go.
That
Come
wasn't
on,
the
man.
best
I'm
show.
over here, too.
For some reason, if you have those, previous feelings for that individual, and you guys had something special.
Right.
My questions from a woman's standpoint, because we move off lotion, y'all move off emotion. In the world,
Are you stupid?
You didn't catch what he said. You didn't catch what he said. He said, we love lotion.
This man, this is my boy.
So go ahead, finish your question, President.
I love it.
if that is part of the equation, special case, you specifically, because I got certain people that I'm cool with, and that I have boundaries and I have an understand. If for some reason the word, and it's called reminiscing,
Okay.
if that enters into the conversation, how can you actually separate emotion from reminiscing and still be cool? I think it's
But that's
impossible.
if they dated.
But it don't matter, because once you
can.
you still have an emotional connection. So I'm trying to figure out
Not
how in the
necessarily.
world can you separate that? Because here's the deal.
Time.
If you come with me and I'm with my people, what's up, girl? You shut.
What's wrong with that?
And all of a sudden you walk up, Special Cat, what's up? What's up? What's up, girl? Hey. I'm not doing that because I don't like Berta. It's because something that we had all of a sudden took
Because you want
control.
to respect her, because that was, y'all had
Because I remember what happened at Thursday.
Okay, so let me.
But what I'm saying, but she said no, but we
Okay,
cool.
okay, let
I'm
me-
just asking a
Let
question.
me bring it
I
in
don't know
for you.
that.
I'm gonna put it real quick to what he was saying.
Yup.
So what he says, if you had that chemistry
Yeah.
with that somebody, how can you let it go? Like, and you with your other man, but when that dude that comes, that one, just like Bird say, the one that got away, how do you can't it's like you can't release the, that thing.
So for me, it's all about discipline. I can choose. I'm gonna
Right.
choose to be respectful in that moment. Whatever we had is what we had. It's in the
It's
past,
the past.
right? I can't be thinking about it going forward in the future. It's
Right.
not there. He got somebody else. And the reason I can say I do this is because every time I go to homecoming, I had to run into these situations. You know how it be. So,
Hey, you know how that fam you homecoming is,
I just want to put Michigan State University on the map in Lansing. Okay.
Okay, you better represent.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what that is. Okay, let's bring it back now. See, these are the things that go. We only asked 2 questions, and we've been in this thing dang near 25 minutes.
I know it's been a long time.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some good questions.
They are.
Now let me ask you. I'm gonna get into some stuff. How do you know when you love someone? How do you know? Now, We got to go to the comments. So
Okay.
if you're in the comment section, this is the time where you can comment too, and we'll get into it. But the question we're asking everybody on the panel, if you ready to answer, just let me know. How do you know when you love someone? Who wants to answer? Okay, let me go to the camera. Let's go.
I'm gonna say I'm in a relationship status, not like family stuff, like relationship
Yeah.
status.
This about relationships.
You
No incest.
know that you're in
That'd be a
love
little
with
weird.
someone is
Right.
when you feel safe. And I'm talking about safe on all aspects. Not somebody's going to protect you. I'm talking about financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all that.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel safe, that's when you know you're in love.
Okay.
Okay.
What about one of y'all? Oh, look how she slid that microphone to Coco.
You know what? That is a great question. How do you know when you're in love?
How you know?
Honestly, I just feel it. You know, it's like there's something. I think it's time. Like you become emotionally attached to someone. Like the feeling you get when you're with them. Like you feel like you don't want to live without them. You know, it's just like you feel it inside where you're like, man, I don't like my life without them. I enjoy being around this person, being in their presence. You just feel that it's love, but I mean, that's a
That's how I felt about
question.
Netflix. So how about do I love Netflix?
You can love Netflix.
I love Netflix.
I say something like that.
I love Netflix.
Okay.
Okay.
Our boo is still thinking she going to answer
Right.
this question real quick. But to be honest with you, I don't think I've been in that love situation space. Like I was in a long relationship.
How long?
And it was a good
How long was it?
relationship. And
Years.
it was a long relationship. And I loved him. I ain't
7
gonna lie. And I
years?
was very dedicated to that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about that. But I'm just gonna
Okay,
say that.
that was hurtful.
You know what? And this is
Yeah.
real talk though. But what I'm saying is that like that love to me is like the space of being, like I said, someone who's going to, when you feel safety in all levels of everything, that's gonna give you that love, that nourishment, that nurturing, that everything. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I could be wrong. Go ahead.
Hey,
So I have a question.
Go ahead, because I don't
Again,
have the answer yet. So.
I'm not really smart. There's a difference between being in love and loving someone.
Yeah.
What is the difference? Because he asked the question.
I know the difference.
I just need to know.
I
From
come
your
back again?
perspective.
come on back, Barbie.
Come on up.
back,
Come on,
Barbie.
Barbie.
Come on.
Barbie got
Right
something to
now.
say.
Caramel,
Okay, being in
Leche.
love it's in your spirit, it's in your love, it's in your heart, your lungs, and everything. Your back,
Hey, she all in the
mind,
back.
and all that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in love, but love someone is just like your family member. Like you care
Right.
so deeply, like you will protect them.
Yeah.
I mean, it should go both ways, to be honest with you.
Right.
But the being in love, like
Right.
you'll do anything. You'll sacrifice. You know what I mean? You'll give up things for that loved one. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
You know what it's
both.
like? You know what it's
Yeah.
like? What it's like is
Oh, here it goes.
fine and sexy. You know what I'm saying? When a woman is fine and when a woman is sexy.
It's a big difference.
There's a very big difference.
That's a big
When a
difference.
woman is fine, you be like, dang, she fine. Man. But when she's sexy, you gotta have that, y'all.
I got a question though. I got a question. Are you talking about fine in the Atlanta terms of fine? Because Atlanta terms is down below. Like,
Oh!
you know
First
what
of
I'm
all,
saying?
That's
Beauty is in the eye
It's
of
a
the
different
beholder.
definition regionally. You know?
No.
Is it
Sexiness. Okay, let me break it down. Sexiness. Let me get.
I'm
this
next
straight.
after you.
Yeah, you after me. I got you, brother. Sexiness is what I like. Like what I like may not be what that person likes.
Yep.
What I like may not be what he likes.
Right.
So a lot of times, sexiness to me is now. This is sexy is to me, the way you carry yourself, the way you smell, your smile, how you treat me. How you know, it may be a touch of how you touch, whatever. Sexiness is what will turn me on. Not everybody
I don't know
likes
what
what
that
I
was.
like.
How do I smell?
But
Shay?
no. But to me, like for
that
me,
was me, yeah.
if you don't sexiness to me, if I'm singing a new song and you come
Which
in and
one?
sing the lyrics with me, like I'm not talking about if it is in love. I'm not talking about boys and men. I'm talking about taking you to. What's the name? Like, sorry, you're not my type. You're not my kind of girl, and you know the lyrics. Sexiness to me is if I say a movie quote, and you be like, ain't jingling.
Yeah, that is.
But see, that's sexy to me because you don't really find a lot of women that knows House Party. You don't find a lot of women that knows Boomerang. You know what I mean? And you can just have that vibe because sexiness is when you can connect with each other without all that other stuff. You can have sex with people, yeah. But after the sex,
Yeah.
what else you gonna talk about?
You gotta have
gotta
it.
talk about something.
You gotta have it.
So I'm gonna go deep like my
Come
man
on, deep.
James Tennyson. We're actually here at Tennyson Financial Group here, 1107 South Main
South
Street
Main
here in
Street,
Duncanville,
Texas.
Thank you for allowing us to get here. You talk about the word fine. And I want y'all.
You get adjusted.
I want y'all to come with me.
Fine and sexy.
Come with me. I'm working on the word fine.
Okay, let's go.
There's two different words of fine.
Okay.
There's fine,
Yeah.
F-I-N-E,
Yeah.
and then there's fine,
Yeah.
F-I-N-D.
Oh.
When you're finding someone with
Yeah.
the D,
Come on,
it's usually a male.
Come on, preacher.
The male usually, when you find,
Yeah.
is for the night. So
Yeah.
you're gonna use the D.
Yeah.
But if you see somebody that you love that's fine,
Yeah.
was connected to emotion,
Right.
use the E.
Yeah.
So the difference you want to find something,
Yeah.
or you trying to find something.
Right.
I'm just trying to help y'all.
Right.
Back to you, guess.
Drop that D.
You want that fine, you drop that D.
There's some buttons on there. Some buttons on there.
Give him everything. Give him a clap. Give him everything.
I'm just trying to help y'all out.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that was
That was
good.
pretty deep.
Why did he
They
get it?
always do. They always spit them
My boy
gems.
got it. My boy got it. I'm telling you,
Hey.
he got it.
So Chris said,
Yeah, Chris.
beauty is bigger than sexy.
Oops.
What did he say?
He said beauty is bigger than sexy.
I agree.
But that's what I'm saying.
But beauty and
But see, that's what I'm saying. Chris is saying that, and that's the whole thing. It's like it's to whoever you want. So that's just like what her comments, great comments, but that's who it is.
Right, it's
you
individually.
can't be wrong
Right?
to your beliefs.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's real talk.
And
And when you try, so that goes to the other question I
okay,
had.
flip the page.
Well, let me see where it was.
While you get that question,
where I
Chris
see where
said-
I wrote it down. Oh yeah, go ahead.
He said, I found somebody with my D. But anyway, back to you. Well, goddamn, Chris.
Oh God.
My God. My God. Okay. Where is it? I know it was on there. The question was, do you believe you can change if you love someone? Come on, somebody.
Yes.
Give me the goddamn horn.
And I got some on the back of
Do you believe? Y'all go ahead. Y'all said that we gonna get over there. We want y'all to marinate on there.
I'm gonna say.
Come on, SWV.
I'm gonna say yeah.
You gonna say yeah? Come on.
I think yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I think you can. Simply because I mean, and part of it is just growth. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we all go through different phases in our lives. Sometimes everybody. I mean, I ain't gonna say everybody, but the whole phase, right? You know what I mean? Like where you got you got them lined up.
What is this you speak of? I've never went through that thing.
You got them lined up. Like you already know. Like okay, well shoot, I can't. You're not finding everything that you want in that one person, but so you got this what you like in this one. You got this
Come on,
what you like in
DMX.
this one. You got this one.
Shalonda, Risha, Rihanna,
You know what I'm saying? So you got those different people that make a complete person for you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So we got those different phases, but I feel like once you grow, I think it's all a part of growth. You know what I'm saying? And just who you are personally. Because sometimes you can meet somebody and you fall in love with them and you're like, okay, you know what? I know that this makes you uncomfortable, so I'm gonna cut this off. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to be
without
secure.
them saying that.
Without them even saying it, yeah. So I want you to be
Requesting it.
secure in what we have, So I'm gonna leave that alone and just focus on you. So I think that love can change you.
Well, according to Chris, I think he said with his growth, he's changed some people. Chris said with his growth.
Chris said with his growth.
With his growth.
But I'm gonna tell you this. When I think that you can change, but sometimes people change for the wrong person. You know what I mean? Because if the feeling's not mutual, you know what I mean, and like you're trying to do like, okay, I'm gonna be transparent, put myself out there as an
Don't do it.
example.
Don't do it, shit.
I got to, man. This what
Shit.
it's about.
Okay,
This
shit.
100.
Okay, shit.
So in a relationship
Yeah.
I didn't give my all.
Oh.
Okay, and it was
there.
brought to my attention that I didn't give my all. This is when I was in Denver, and my all. Then
that the
I
red
really
eye
hurt
light?
the girl. I really
red
hurt
eye.
her.
Is
So
that the
then when
red
I
eye?
moved
Never mind.
to Minneapolis, I got with the wrong girl.
No.
You know what I mean? That's the worst thing is I got. But because and I didn't know till afterwards that she was the wrong girl. Like, see, in the words of UTFO, I don't know if you know who that is. That's an old school rap group. They said, I hate a girl that knows every guy. Before we introduce, she already says hi.
Oops.
You see how deep that is? That is deep. So Meaning that I got with Strawberry on accident.
Oops.
You know, Strawberry, the one Strawberry is a neighborhood. You know,
Oh, it's a neighborhood.
I was putting all that effort into trying to be that good guy with the wrong person.
That
So
happens.
then, after I did all that being with the wrong person, it jaded me the rest of my time in Minneapolis.
Damn.
So whoever I kicked it with, whoever I was like, I ain't gonna be here long.
That's
what I
messed
mean?
up, though.
Right, but it's real. It's real. What's your question?
That's
Okay, my question.
Talking to the mic.
The mic.
wow.
Okay, so my question is that before you went through this stuff, you went through the process, you understood and what your thoughts were, what your heart is, what your mental, physical, all that stuff is. And then you come to Minnesota, you meet this girl, so you already knew prior to what you don't like, what you won't accept, all this stuff. And you come here to Minnesota, not here, Texas, and you're like, I meet this girl. So what was about her that made you just be like, you know what, forget about all those things that you weren't accepting of, but didn't want to tolerate, things that didn't make you happy. That this girl, you went into it and then finally found, like, you know what, this is not what it
That
is.
goes to the part where I was just saying, sometimes we try to be right for the wrong person. Based on my history of the last person I was with, I was trying to be that everything for this Negro instead of being it because I wasn't it for her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what it was.
I've been there too.
Sometimes
I've been there too.
that's what we do. We'll try to be the right one for the
been
wrong
there.
one instead of being the right one for the right one. But then she messed up and broke up with me. And I told that heifer I was going to make it.
heifer what?
And I made it.
It's okay.
I got a question for you though,
All
Shed.
right, we're going back to it. My
Okay.
bad. We're
So,
going back to
do
it.
you
got
think
sure.
perhaps maybe sometimes we think that we want a relationship, right? And so we get with somebody who really is good for a relationship, but that's not really what we really truly want, right? And so we sabotage it, and then we get with people we know we can't have just to say we in a relationship. Do you think maybe that had a play? Because I think sometimes we don't even know if we really want a relationship. We just are told we need to be in a relationship.
Right, and you're right. You're right. Like, I mean, we all know, like, we talk about it all the time, and you know, you feel like you get pressured. You know what I mean? Especially when you're 40 sexy.
I got something.
You get people who say, hey, we want you to, you know, how come you're not married? How come you're not in a relationship? And then when all my boys is married, you know what I'm saying, except for me and Chris. But all my other boys married.
Chris.
And it you know, I can't go out of town. I can't go on the couples trips because I don't want to take this heifer and this heifer. And this heifer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's some things where, you know, I've dated whatever, but I do know that I'm ready to settle down, but I have to get there.
Yeah.
If she can get me there, I'll be there.
I
But
think-
it's like patience, take
Yeah.
your time, get to know, and that's the main thing. Like, women, don't force nothing on no man.
Right.
Soon as you be like, you try to give them a Ultima,
You silly.
bing.
No, you did it on purpose because you was gonna mess up
Yeah,
ultimatum.
see.
Yeah, I
he
was gonna mess up
he was.
ultimatum.
And
You
I
gonna
was
mess
on
up.
all of them.
You gonna talk about all the trying to throw in a
Right.
joke.
So when you give them an ultimatum and different things, you force it. It's not going to be So go ahead, Berta.
Yeah.
We'll
No,
go.
I think, and also kind of like what you were saying. Sometimes we get with that person, we learn something about ourselves, and then we move to the next relationship, and what that person needed, you try to put on the next person.
Yeah.
And that's not their love language. That's not what they need, you know, out of you. And really, what they wanted was you before you tried to change. You know what I mean? So I think that it's important for us to realize what we love about ourselves, what we like.
Yes.
You know, things that we like to do whenever we are with ourselves. Not
Yes.
like that. Not like that. I know you go. Not like,
I'm just learning the buttons.
okay. Oh, you pushing button. Okay. No,
Right.
but I think it's important for you to really know who you are before you
Right.
outside of a relationship, so that you're not taking on characteristics of that other person and not being yourself. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important to know who you are, so that you are bringing you and completely you to the relationship. And
And-
whether they take you or not, then you know really, like, hey, this person is for me because
Yeah.
they accept me for who I am completely, or
Right.
they not for me because this is what I like with or without you.
And that's good because Tony said that's why mental stability is needed before you can
Already.
get into a relationship. You got something to say?
I'm confused, shit.
Okay, here we go.
I'm from Chicago, West Side, and that's how we get down.
So, if the ultimate is to I'm assuming, be in a relationship.
Right.
That's not what's said, but I'm just gonna say, I ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah.
She said something different. I don't even know she here.
Right. She's not sitting over there at all.
And then, to go back over to what you said, you
Right.
said you made yourself right after the situation, right? You did all the right things.
Right.
If the person that you try to connect with really don't know if they want to be in a relationship, what is there for you to make yourself supposedly right
But I
when the
didn't-
person you trying to end up with don't want to be in a relationship?
Now on defense of me, I didn't communicate. That's what it
That's
was.
what we do. You a
we,
Virgo!
we didn't I didn't communicate.
See,
You- who a Virgo?
in here.
Come
We
on,
got
special
Oh, that makes so much sense.
All the Virgos.
Virgo warrior.
Huh?
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Okay, look at this.
Okay,
Okay,
wait.
wait.
So bring it back in. Bring it back in.
The 4th of September.
The-
Third September.
I'm the 13th.
Let me go ahead and cut y'all.
It's the 13th.
Let me go ahead and cut y'all mics off so we can get back to the course.
Oh, sorry.
All right. We gotta get back. We gotta get back on course.
Sorry. I'm just saying. That's how we running this show.
All right. So now I want to. Okay, let's. All the seriousness is good,
Yeah.
but sometimes you have to ask stupid questions,
Okay.
just to see if the person has sense of humor, right? And that's one thing. But that is major because you want to know if the person has a sense of humor, but you do that. And okay.
She said don't do Virgos.
She said don't do Virgo.
Hey, come on, Alice.
Have you ever?
Thank you.
Don't do us.
How important do you think, or do you think it's acceptable for you, or have you ever done taking sexy pictures and sent to your person?
Ooh, everybody gonna get. Y'all get in trouble.
Have you
careful.
sent
Be careful.
seductive, sexy
Think.
pictures?
Think.
Distracted me over here.
Right,
Think.
that's what I said. Have you sent
Exactly,
seductive,
Tony.
or how important is it to send seductive pictures to your spouse, the person you date? Let's go.
So I'm gonna say, I have personally never done that, but
Liar!
I haven't. But
Come on, listen.
if I were married and it were my husband, I would probably feel a little bit more comfortable because honestly,
Yeah.
for me, it's like
That's true.
I've dated people. We ain't together now, so like, when they
What you
then
do
they
with
would
them
just have
pictures?
my photos in their phone.
That's
and,
real. You
Like
can't
to
send
me,
it to
like
everybody.
that's just not my
That's
thing.
I mean,
There's applications that
I would
I
delete
mean,
all
I
your
can't-
pictures.
Would you be?
Hey,
Now,
you know
real
what you
quick,
can
ask
do?
the question.
There's
You said
ways
boy-
of
Oh, wait, anybody said go ahead. We looking. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We were looking.
there's ways of taking photos that no one knows it's you.
Yes,
Well,
Snapchat.
you
Well,
just
that's
answered our
true.
question.
That's true, but there's another way that it don't have
I'm
to
gonna
be.
say
Okay, come on.
I'm in IT and I'm only gonna
Google.
speak from an IT perspective
They don't know.
because I just know about applications.
Oh, okay.
There's
I
an
see.
app on your phone where you can send it and it deletes off of every server within
What?
minutes.
Is that Snapchat?
Oh,
Tell us.
Is that Snapchat?
come
I'll
on,
tell you
give it
later.
to us.
Tell it, yeah. No.
People.
Hey, why you gonna wait?
Listen,
We
she
trying
gonna
to
tell
help
us later.
everybody. We trying to help our listeners
That
and
might
followers.
jeopardize her job. We ain't trying to do all that now.
What is that app called, Shawty? What is that?
I gotta get it off my phone. I don't know the
let
name.
us
Well,
of
you're
it.
not on the camera now, so go get it.
Go
so
get
we'll
it.
come back to
Oh,
it.
hey.
Do y'all know it's an exclusive that there is an app or a server where you can delete within seconds, and it's
Gary,
about
I
to change
need
the
that.
game. Do you hear that, Coco?
I mean, not that I
she
sent
about
pictures,
to make your
but
life great.
hey, real quick, while she looking for that, let's see.
We
let's go
gonna
to
make
the
her
comments.
life better.
Tony said in 2021.
She gonna make the next man.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Tony said in 2021, 85% of men and women don't have that figured out for themselves. So you go in and you go entering in somebody else's world. You can't love someone before loving yourself. In regard to, you got to know who you are and know what you like and love yourself. That's really important. Self-love
Right.
before you.
That
can love
is
somebody
always
else.
it.
Yeah.
You have to love yourself.
But it is
So-
a lot of people that don't have that figured out because they just want to make that other person happy, and so they're really conforming to who that other person is and leaving themselves out. And that's what's most important. Is really not being in a relationship is not what's most important. It's being happy and being complete in yourself before bringing that to the relationship. If you decide to be in a relationship, you ain't got to be in no damn relationship.
No, you don't
To
got
be
to be no
happy.
relationship to send
I'm
stuff.
so confused.
Okay.
What is the definition
I mean,
of
I'm in a
relationship?
There you
Because
go.
I'm
That's
so
a good
confused.
call. That's a good
Is
question.
it old school relationship?
Right in,
Is it last year relationship? Is it the future relationship? What does that mean?
You talking to a millennial or Gen X?
I'm talking to you, Coco, who said she ain't never seen no sexy pictures of nobody who lied.
Wow.
Who lied
Not
on social
lied.
media. But anyway, the
But what
question is...
What is the definition?
Oh,
Come
wait.
on. What
What
is
is
the
it?
definition of relationship online? So we'll know the comments. I know Tony, Chris, Alice, Pam. Let's comment on this. But let's go to y'all. Y'all let us know what is the definition that y'all feel are of a relationship.
I just feel like there's so many levels to, like, but if you like, cause you could be in a relationship like friends, like I have a relationship as a friendship, but like if we're together,
You know what we talking about.
Okay, so to me, like we have had a discussion where we have a commitment to each other. Like to me, that's a relationship. Like anything else, all those situationships, we're just friends with benefits, or
Smash a little bit.
right, or people would be
that's a
like,
relationship.
we're talking, but to me, that's not the relationship I won't consider
Right.
a relationship.
Right.
But
I think smashing is a
It is
relationship.
a relationship.
it is.
I'm
It's
like
just not I
abusive.
prefer.
There's
I think
levels.
see, the thing is you can't really say what's the definition of relationship and then it define everybody's relationship.
That's true.
The
I
thing
did.
is, a relationship is defined by the two people that are in that commitment. And if smashing is your relationship, that's y'all
That is
relationship.
true.
You know, your sneaky link might be your thing, right?
Special
Sneaky
K.
what? Wait a minute.
Everybody is different.
I'm sorry. Don't hop on there. Wait.
What'd you say? Sneaker who?
Sneaky what?
Sneaky link.
Sneaky Link. Ladies, y'all give it up for Sneaky Link. Fam, you have
never
brought
heard.
Sneaky Link.
Oh, no,
Link.
Sneaky Link.
Sneaky link. That's new. There you go.
I've heard of Hot Link,
Oops.
but I ain't never heard no Sneaky Link.
You done heard it now.
So Alice says
If you
a
don't know,
mutual
now you know.
agreement, commitment between two people. That's just
Well, I
what you
just said,
said.
yeah.
I like it. But here's my problem.
Okay.
It only applies, kind of like them white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. It only applies when it benefits the person who has an issue. So relationship kicks in with that definition if it only helps them look better. But if it doesn't, well, we just kicking it. I'm just trying to get some understanding of where's the line in the sand.
But
I'm
that's
just
if
asking.
you
gotta
communicate,
communicate.
though.
It's communication.
You have to communicate.
See, and us Virgos have learned communication. Who's
Yeah.
that? Alice.
Right.
Yeah.
We just had to grow into it. Okay. You
Don't
caught
listen
us
to
at the
Alice.
wrong
Don't listen to
time,
Alice.
that's
Yeah.
all.
Don't listen to Alice.
We all had to grow into it, right?
So now
I wasn't good.
I'm gonna go to another
Oh,
question.
by the way,
Oh,
the
Lord.
application is called.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
the
what?
application
What's that
is
sneaky
called.
Exclusive.
What's that
Exclusive.
sneaky link?
Wait, get a drum roll. Where's the drum roll at?
Sneaky Link?
An application is called Signal. It's a private messenger.
You heard it here
Everybody,
first.
you heard it
Shed
here
G and friends.
Signal.
Signal.
Everybody
Signal.
download Signal
Signal.
right
I'ma
now.
download that right
I'm gonna test it out.
Got that new tank top.
Yeah.
now. You can delete and let
wanna
them know
test it
again
out.
what it
Signal.
is.
Somebody said they never sent no picture before.
I might-
Just said I'm gonna test it out.
Let me try that. Let me try that.
She was a liar. Told you she was a liar.
I'm just saying.
You can't test them
Who
Cocos.
want to test it
It
out?
looks like it says Signal Private Messenger.
Well, hey,
Show
you
it
know
in the
what?
camera.
Go
Show
and
it
try
in
it
the
out.
camera right there.
I am.
Show it right there. Show it right there. Signal
Now go
private
to the
message.
bathroom.
I'm on that
Put
shit.
it up to the camera.
She work. She work.
Put it up to the camera. Show them what it is. Put us up to the camera.
It asked me to upgrade.
Oops, you own it and
Go
you
see
didn't do
what?
it, God.
Yours is too
She
brown.
said the upgrade.
There it
She
is.
already
Her
own
free
it.
membership wore out.
You want to upgrade? You there already.
All right, that's
Signal private.
Send photos to your
There it
sneaky
is.
What happened? What I do?
So
What I do?
that's what we have. So now I'm about to go on to the
Where
next
you to see
question.
me at?
Okay, I'm about to go on to the
alright.
next question. Say,
Okay.
see, this is what we do. This is why we do. Because yeah. So this is what we do. This is why we do because conversations can go on for a long time. The Battle of the Sexes is only a 2-hour frame. I will have DJ Monet is going to be there. I'm also going to have some clips from certain things. Like I will have the Real Housewives of Atlanta clip where Portia's now with another one of her friends, guy. I will have different stuff where we can discuss and have a great topic about it. Now, no. I got something I want to tell you. Would you compromise your happiness for success of your relationship?
What?
No.
Wait.
That doesn't sound-
Ha-
Would you compromise your
Happiness?
No.
for the success? Wait. Would you compromise your happiness for the success of your marriage?
Compromise your
Of your
Are you
marriage.
saying be
What
unhappy
is for
just to be
success?
married?
Oh, that's deep.
different.
Wait. You
But
said
your marriage.
You said be unhappy to be
No.
married.
Let me read it again. Let me read
To
it
be
again.
sick.
Would you
Yeah.
compromise your happiness for the success of your marriage?
You said relationship.
That's
now
the
it's
same
marriage.
Now it's marriage.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, you can't say relationship over to that group.
Marriage.
Don't say relationship over that group.
That's what I
different
said.
from what
I
I
said
said?
because some people be like, "Fool,
I
I
gotta-
ain't married." So they,
I got another question.
because, no, hold up. Let's let them answer that.
Whoa.
Marriage.
No, I was gonna tell a story, but I don't want to put my friend's business.
Go
out.
ahead, since you won't send pictures.
Just call her
So-
name. Just don't say her name.
I'm not gonna say any names.
We gonna call her
Period.
Keisha unless her
But
Okay,
real
let's
name
I
is
know
Keisha.
someone
If
who's
her name, I don't
been
know
we
what
go.
her
married
name
to
is, be
someone
honest
for a
with you.
long time,
Okay.
and they got married because they had to, not because they wanted
Children.
to,
They had a baby.
right?
Yep.
And this person has been living unhappy in this marriage for
Hell no.
You
I mean,
whispering.
since
Please,
he was
please talk
like
louder.
18.
18?
So, yeah, and now he's probably
I
like,
can hear.
and probably he's like my age, so he's like 40 now. So like,
Come on.
Damn.
it's a long time to be.
Because he didn't want to be on child
The
support.
kids ain't
But
graduate
but
already?
because he feels that he wants a
The family unit.
family
for his
unit for the
kid.
children.
Man, hell no.
So he's kind of sacrificing happiness.
I mean, I
for
know
that.
guys like that, but I don't feel like be there for your kids. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that
Yeah.
you got to be unhappy in a relationship with somebody that don't mesh with, that is not equally yoked. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
got the Bible here?
you feel
You
that?
got the Bible
You
here?
feel that?
You
I
got
got
the
the
Bible
Bible. I went to
The Bible study?
You know what I'm saying? With the Bible study.
But the Bible
But
is
yeah, I
Bible.
don't feel like just because you have kids, I understand wanting to give them. It was a little Nat. Did y'all see it? Okay, I ain't crazy, y'all.
Good catch.
People like, okay, yeah, I choked shit out of that Nat.
Right.
But no,
Go ahead.
I don't feel like you should be unhappy just because you want to provide that family. You can still provide that and show that co-parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't have that drama and stuff going on. Don't let your kids see that. Don't have that. But co-parent with that person. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that you have to be stuck. To me, that's shackles. That's giving up your freedom right there. You know what I mean? Just because of your child who's gonna grow up. You know what I'm saying? And go have their own life. And then now you done wasted 20 of your years of your life. You know what I'm saying? That you can't get back. So that's just my perspective.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all something.
But
In Minnesota, like when my grandmother died, remember I told y'all the story, how I was missing her and doing everything. So I started to go up to assisted living homes and volunteer. And it was kind of cool because, being on the
I
radio.
got a video of you
Yeah.
of doing that.
Yeah. Oh, you got to be. Yeah. So it's like I'll volunteer and do a lot of community
Elderly.
service, and you know what I mean. Just give back to the community and just having fun. But they didn't realize I needed it more than them because I was fulfilling my grandmother. I felt like I was around my grandmother. But I asked the question to an elderly woman. I remember I told you about this. I asked this elderly woman who was widowed. I said, if you can change anything in your life from the past, what would you change? Y'all want to know what she said?
tell
What she
them.
said.
Tell them.
She said that she would have been more of herself
Self.
in
I
her
said that
marriage. She
earlier.
married for 47 years. She said that she would have been more of herself and enjoyed her life more instead of living for her kids and anything else.
I've heard that same.
Oh, yeah.
Can you speak into the mic?
Yeah.
You
I'm not
speak
even
into
gonna.
the
I'm
mic.
not even gonna lie. I've heard that same thing because I help out with my uncle who had a stroke and stuff. And so when I talk to the people who he's in assisted living also, and they're very comfortable in talking. They're like, "Oh, your niece is here." They get all excited and stuff. And I ask questions. I sit there and talk with him and stuff like that. And they say that same thing. Happiness is everything. Like you can have. I feel like before my brother passed away, it was like, have a balanced life, Mona. Have a balanced life, Simona. No, it's Simona. Have a balanced life. Whatever you do, make sure it's balanced.
Right.
And it's true. You really do have to have a balanced life. Like, because if you don't, you're like, you fall in depression here on this side. You fall into anxiety over here on this side. You claiming all these things that the devil wants you to claim to ruin your life. Like that's crazy to me.
And see, that's the thing.
know?
Like Sherry said, why can I not have both and be able to do it? And she was like, sometimes if you know how to do the balance, like what you were saying,
Yes.
you can have both.
You can have all that.
Then-
Balance is everything.
Then you have a situation like Alice said. She said, I would never sacrifice my happiness for a relationship ever again.
And she shouldn't, because
right.
otherwise it's gonna take her life. It's gonna make her feel ruined. It's gonna make her feel not accepted. It's gonna make her feel all kind of things in her head or whatever she got going on.
I have a
I don't
question,
know,
though,
but
for
go
you.
ahead.
Shed,
Okay.
real quick.
Yep.
You know, you ever heard they say that you're responsible for your own happiness? And so my thing is when you're in a relationship and you're unhappy,
What's
aren't
that word
you-
again? What?
You're responsible.
Relationship? Is that what it's called?
Yes, I do know how to say the word. I'm in one often, but I know how to say the word.
Okay.
Special
Go ahead.
But so, you know, if you're married, you made a commitment to God to be with this person, right? If walking away from that marriage really going to make you happy? Is that really the source of your unhappiness? If you're responsible for your own happiness, and so that's the question I will always. I
Right.
don't know. I'm never been married.
Come on, that's a good
That's
question.
good.
Come
That's
on,
good.
come on, Preston.
No. Go ahead.
Out of a marriage.
She said out
Okay.
of a marriage. Come on.
I'm confused.
That means you're not
I've
gonna
been
answer the
confused
question.
this whole show.
Okay, well let's
I
get
got
let's
you.
get
The
to the
lies.
question. Let's
I'm
get to the
gonna
question.
say this. The lies
So
he
so
tells.
let's get to the question.
Woo,
So
Alice
what?
left a 30
So your
relationship.
question is, are you really going to be happy if you leave?
Yes, is that really going to be the source of your unhappiness? Is it the marriage or whatever?
Right,
Well-
but one thing is the main thing. Like, once again, I can use me because being
Don't
transparent.
do it. Don't do it.
No, my ex fiance. Remember, I had my ex fiance. I left, but I kept going back and forth. So like I
To
was
who? Her?
to her. I kept going back and forth to her.
What?
And the reason why I kept going back and
That
forth
booty.
is because
sorry.
no, it's because I didn't have the closure, right? So after I talked to my grandmother and my grandfather, Evangelist Ophelia, even Bishop William Ephraim, and they said that you have to go hard for 3 months. Don't complain.
I'm sorry,
Don't do
she said
none of that
go
stuff.
hard or something?
Like give your all.
Okay.
Give your all for 3 months, right? Give your all for 3 months.
Yeah.
And after that 3 months, if you decide to leave, you will not leave. I mean, you won't go back. I promise you. It was something as simple as I bought her some boy shorts, and she was talking about the boy shorts, and I left, and I never looked back. But that's because I gave my all. So therefore, my happiness was good because I know I've given my all. A lot of times you're not happy if you don't give your all in that situation and you don't leave that situation giving your all. You're always going to think about it. You're always going to second guess yourself, because that's why I kept going back and forth for 5 years. Then after that time, over stupid boy shorts. I'm like, what? I'm out. That's the one
First of all,
that hit
see-
me like, boom. I'm like, why are you
put them
in
hands
me?
on you.
First of all,
Made you
I like
go
boy
deaf
shorts.
for a little while.
Let me ask you a question, because I want to be
Right now.
real upfront.
Read.
The stigma of, especially African Americans, is once you get married, for some reason, we have this stigma put upon us that you don't leave no matter what.
That's old school.
Right.
though.
That is.
I'm just
awesome.
saying, because across the aisle, they out. Right? Deuces, 2 fingers in the L. I'm trying to figure out, help me understand. If you are unhappy, why do we allow the stigma of generations to allow us to stay in something that's not going to make us happy? And by the time we get out into that assisted living, it's too late. Why, who, and when can we change that dynamic? I'm just asking that question.
Dynamic been changed because
Yeah.
Well, a lot of cats still to this day said real talk.
You know
They-
what? But
well,
that's
for
the
the
older
kids,
school.
or
Yeah,
because
that's
God put me together, and I'm a Christian. Don't trip. I ain't trying to go against that. I'm just
Love the
asking
Lord.
honest conversation. Why haven't we challenged that stigma?
Yeah, but like Shay said, I think it is changing now. Now, just okay, bam. Let me go on over here.
like we are challenging.
Sherry said the question is reading as if I can't be happy in order for my marriage to be successful. That sounds miserable. And Alice said, "Hey, I just left a 30-year relationship. Speaking from experience, she would never sacrifice her happiness for a relationship ever again. 30 years in a relationship, and she finally hey, I'm out. You know what I mean? So it's starting to change.
Steph Curry.
You
She's
can't.
Steph Curry in
Hey,
that
you
relationship.
can't
And
fit
his number is 30.
a square peg
did
into
there.
a round hole. No matter how hard you try, it's not gonna work.
You know, I was just gonna say, because I think it's important, because time is literally the most important thing we could give someone, right? So if you're giving someone we don't have a lot of time. We only get one life. We gotta live it every day, but we have one life. So to me, it's like that's the most important thing that you have that you can give someone is your time, because you're never gonna get that back. So yeah, like if you're not happy, but I think you need to kind of look for these signs early. I think when you
Right.
like someone,
Exactly.
you kind of get infatuated and you ignore certain things. Like I was kind of dating someone for a while, and I know my friend Sam over here was like, girl, this is not going to work. Like, it's not going to work. He might be a good person, but he's not a good person for you. And I, would ignore it. You know, I'm like, no. But then it didn't work. And it's like, I saw the signs. I saw what she saw, but I ignored it. But then I was like, okay, that was like 6 months of my life that I just kind of wasted, you know, because I knew early on, probably from day one, that there were
day
things that I
one?
was like, I mean, it's more of a jealousy thing where I was
that
like,
jealousy
his
is a
jealousy
mug.
was beyond.
I'm talking about hour one, not even day one.
Okay, let's get deep. You ready? You ready?
Are we going?
So we're gonna ask this question.
Let's go.
How much influence does your friends have in your relationship?
That's another show.
Come on, that's another show. Get up. Somebody walk away. Somebody. Hello. How much
That's a
influence does your
No,
Clearly,
but
she
that
just gave you a
obviously-
story.
exactly,
None.
No, that's real.
No,
talk.
but here's
Special
here's
K.
the thing. Like someone like her, although I did what I wanted to do in that
Right.
situation, but
Virgo.
I listened to her.
Yeah.
Like it was always in the back of my mind, right? And then I remember I dated someone and my sister was like, you might want to watch this. I see XYZ with this person. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Just keep an
Yeah.
eye on it. And at first, I didn't notice it until after she said it, and then I started seeing it for myself, right? So even though, because you might be a little emotionally attached, so it takes you a little while to get out of that.
Right.
But I pay attention.
Yeah.
But I always see, do I see it for myself also?
Yeah. So that's a good point right there. So it's important as a friend, even though your friend's still gonna do what she wanna do,
So tell me
it's
anyway.
important to still be real with your friend and tell your friend how you feel about that situation. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, like you said, some people just gotta see it and learn and go through it themselves, and then sit back and be like, oh dang, you know what? That person was saying that, but then like you said, whenever those red flags come across, you can be like, dang man, that's what my girl was just telling me about.
Right.
You know what I mean? So still, hey, be a friend and tell your friend, you know, what's going on, what you see from the outside looking in, because it's like, you ever heard of elephant's view? If you up close to the elephant, you can't
don't
see
see
the
it.
whole elephant. You gotta step back. You see that? Hit them buttons, man.
Hit
You know,
that.
hit them buttons.
I don't know what the hell happened with this straight hair, bro.
I like this straight hair,
James Bird come through this thing. So James, my boy KT, what you call him?
Big game.
Big game.
Big game,
Spoke
James.
this game to y'all. If you notice, I posted and I marked it. He says, marriage till death do us part. Fun fact: as of 2015, 70% of women initiate divorce.
Damn.
So what does that mean? If 70%
reading on
of
y'all
women
James and extended this an hour show.
they initiate it, but I think it's like what we talked about. It's that new social media, everything. It's that newness of people. I'm not happy. I'm not. It's the power. You know who did it? Destiny's Child.
They did.
Pay my bills,
My birthday
they
twin.
did my dues.
Beyonce, my birthday
Huh?
twin.
Yeah, she
She
did.
did.
But
They worked through
her,
it.
her followers didn't stay with their men.
Oops.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand. People will preach stuff, but they will not live by
But
what
you know
they
what?
preach.
But
I
he
just said
probably
it.
had a lot of qualities. Yeah, go on and hit the button.
No, I
for
don't wanna hit
yourself.
the
You
button.
don't
You
want
go
to
ahead and
hit
speak.
it?
You know what?
Okay. But you know what? He
You should
probably
hit the
had a
button.
lot of qualities, and sometimes some things are worth fighting for. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand what's worth fighting for you. You know what I'm saying? And on every level, because you can't like try to make other people happy. Like just because her fans wanted her out of that relationship. Look, Jay-Z worth $1 billion. Okay, that ain't it. But I'm just saying, like, we don't know what he gives to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard him say a million times, like, this is my soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff like that you can't find every day.
Don't know.
If it's like, I need you to stop cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop smashing these other girls. Like, and he does. You know what I mean? If that's the only thing, like, to get over that hump, and if they decide to work through that, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Let them be happy. It looks like they're happy right now, so and I'm happy for them. But I mean, everybody has their own thing in their own relationship that is a deal breaker. Whether they gonna go through it and they gonna stay with it. You know what I mean, or not.
So let me ask you this question. What's the name? I'm looking right at the name. Lasagna Johnson had a great question.
Fine.
She said, what does happiness look like? Like, what is happiness? What is happy?
That's a trick question because somebody named Special K that remain nameless, I'm not going to point at,
Right.
said, well, what do you mean by relationship?
What's special cat? But see, that's the thing. We all
Everybody-
know what happiness is.
I mean, I'm just so confused on all this.
But it's what is happiness
To
for
you.
us?
I just
Yeah.
want
Right.
to say,
What is happiness to you?
I just want to say that I got all of my relationship guidance from you, Preston, back in the day. At University of Wisconsin, Wisconsin Pre-College.
Y'all need to listen to Special K.
now,
She
yeah.
knows exactly what
Yeah.
she's talking about.
But you know what? But really, like you said, Shed, happiness for everybody is different for every single person. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got their own love language. You know what I mean? What makes them happy? You know what I mean? What makes them happy? What makes them tick? Because me, it's simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? For me, I like to look at the moon. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? We Virgos. We keep it simple. Like, it's simple things. Somebody, might want gifts. That's not my love language. You
I got
know
a
what
question
I'd
for you,
rather
Bertie.
have- Spend time, yes, sir.
What is the difference between happiness and contentment?
I think it goes together.
Contentment.
I think it
I
goes
know.
together. I think,
I know
I
what
think,
it is.
I think
I'm just-
contentment is balled up in happiness because you gotta be content, be satisfied with
I
where
don't
you
know if
at.
content can be balled up.
You don't think so?
Content, no, content.
No,
Let me
because
break
y'all
down
looking at
content for
content
y'all.
like settling. To me, yeah, content is not necessarily settling. If you can be happy and be satisfied with what you got going on and be content, like I can be content with my life right now. I'm happy with the direction that I'm going in. I'm content. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I'm settling. No, I still want more, but I'm appreciating the process, the steps.
But it's content knowing that you can do and be better.
It's always in there. If that's your drive, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people get content and they get complacent. You know what I'm saying? So content and complacent is not the same thing.
You know what I don't like what women say?
What they say? They say a lot.
Look,
Women
everybody
always
set
say,
up like what?
say
when
a
y'all
lot.
be talking, women, y'all be like, I mean, he got potential.
What?
I mean, he got. Do y'all know what potential mean? Can I tell y'all what? potential?
Hey, Big Brother Schmidt.
What we say, Vic?
Talk about it. That's some good.
This
Like
is
that on the low.
what.
Don't talk
This is
about it.
what.
I mean,
This is
I don't
what
think about it like that, but
potential.
I've heard it.
This is what potential mean.
I don't even say
Potential
that no more.
mean he ain't did shit.
Woo!
That's true. He ain't did nothing. That's what potential is. Potential means you ain't did nothing. He ain't paying rent, but he got the potential.
Look.
No.
That's Sherry.
So potential
Yeah,
begins
Sherry.
and ends
Equals
younger.
Thank you.
But once you get to you're a certain age, that potential needs to turn into something. It's no potential.
Yeah.
I can't be dealing with potential. Potential ain't paying the bills.
Well, not to cut y'all off, but somebody named is that Cherie?
Yeah,
Yeah, Sherry.
Sherry said potential equals project.
Ain't nobody
Sherry,
want no
hold
project.
up,
It's a
baby.
project.
Hold up, baby.
I like that though.
Hold up, baby.
Let her get the hands.
Hold up.
Hey!
Hold up, baby. When do we start putting our relationships into a project, a line item,
No,
an
no,
action
it's
item?
some people-
I mean, I'm confused.
Look.
See, here's the thing.
I'm ready.
Because when they
I've been-
start
listen,
dating
listen.
with a purpose.
Listen. I've been married for about 47 years.
47.
47, 58 years.
Me.
I'm not long. But it's always been the concept that individuals always say, listen, he has potential. Not because he has potential to be great. He has potential because I think once I put me on him, I can change him. And that's where the issue lies. So somebody help me understand, why did potential turn to project into changing him? Because I need to have some understanding. I don't know a lot.
So,
I don't know a lot.
Well,
First
before
of all,
I get to you, can we figure out, is there a pulpit we can put him in on Sunday?
We need a
'Cause you
podium.
got
We need a
Jessica.
podium for him.
Let me ask you
Where the
this.
podium? Where the
When
podium
it's
at?
FINE.
Potential is a
You
lie.
like
Oops.
Pastor Paul.
Renee said potential is a lie. One attempt to make a reality. Ooh, she preaching. If there's no action to the potential, there is no action to the potential is a wish that you want to nurture for yourself.
All right.
Okay.
That's
That
deep.
is-
Come on,
Bam.
Renee.
All right,
Silverman.
Renee. Hey, and Chris has said to back it up. Chris has said some people are happy, but they let outside people determine what should make them happy. That is true. That's true.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
for
ain't
me.
my
Like
truth.
I,
Y'all came together.
Here we go.
Y'all came together.
I do
Let's let
agree with.
Coco has the flow, y'all.
I
Coco.
do agree with Special K over here, where
Okay.
I feel like I feel like potential. Like when you're in college and you date someone, you're like, oh, this person has
You got
potential. You're in that age range where you can find that potential. When you get above like 35, you're in the 40. Like you gotta be kind of where you are. You know,
Because we're
like.
set in our ways.
Because you're more set in your ways.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
know
and
yourself
to
a
me,
little
like I'm
better.
not into projects. Like I don't go into something thinking I'm gonna change some man. I'm gonna be the one he's gonna change
Amen.
for. Like I need to be able to appreciate and love him the way he
Love
is.
him where he at.
And he needs
Love
to
him
love
where
me
he
the way
at.
I am.
She got a
Yeah.
book in her. She got a book in
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Yes, I
you need
do.
to write a book.
Yes, I do.
Write that book. Put it on wax.
Hey,
Yeah, wax.
I do.
Chris said, "Bingo, President. Bingo."
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean. Chris,
It's
you my
on.
dog. Yes, we go way back, baby.
We do too. Come on, Chris.
All right, man. So I ain't even get. We only answered 5. We only asked 5 questions out of these.
We got next week.
That means
we
we
got-
gotta come back.
Next
Yeah.
week,
Oh
baby.
yeah. Come on back. I would
At
love for
40.
y'all to come back,
That's
ladies
right,
and gentlemen.
Sherry.
Y'all give it up for the. I'm not gonna
SWB.
even say SWB.
Barbie, Special K, and Coco.
Tell them how
Trace
they can follow
Leches.
y'all. Tell them how they can follow
You can
you.
follow me on IG under Coco Leche. That's COCOLECHE.
All right.
And you can follow me on social media if you want a facial at Elaine_aesthetics. I am currently studying to become an esthetician.
Okay.
My
bad.
And you can follow me. I am Caramel Leche. CARAMELLECHE. Caramel Leche, aka Barbie.
All right. Well, we thank y'all for coming on the show. So what do you got coming up, Berta?
Oh yeah.
Preston, what y'all got coming up?
So I'm gonna be at the Vault in DeSoto, the Vault Arcade in DeSoto. I'm getting interviewed on Saturday. So they got some musical guests coming on from 12 to 5. I'm gonna be there around 11, getting interviewed. So that should be dope. And then of course I'm going to Atlanta next week.
ATL, shout it.
Yeah, Texas Elite Spartans, the women's football team. It's a full contact tackle team. If y'all know about us, follow us, Texas Elite Women's Football on Facebook and online. We're actually we have playoffs next weekend.
Okay.
So we're gonna be there from Wednesday to Saturday. Well, I'm sorry, we play on Saturday, so we'll be there from Wednesday to Sunday. And so it's going down. Championship's gonna be here, UNT, August 7th, 7:30
Shit,
p.m.
baby.
Guess who's going? We
Oh yeah, and if you want to support us going to Atlanta, you can actually go to Texas Elite Women's Football and buy a shirt. We got some shirts out
many
there
losses
for
y'all get?
$20. None.
How many losses y'all get?
None.
How many
Hey,
losses
look.
you get?
Hey, our total points look we're 6-0, and our total points are 312 to 0. We ain't been scored on all season. You know what I'm saying? So come on, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi is
How can we donate?
Mississippi is on. Oh, you
give
can
money.
you can
Donations,
donate.
donations.
You can donate. Yep. We'll take some cheerleading. You can donate at Cash App. It's TX Elite Spartans, TX Elite Spartans, or you can go online if you want to buy a shirt that says 312 and 0 at TexasEliteWomen'sFootball.com.
She like you.
holla at us. Come on through.
G-L-Y-A, you
Texas
ain't
Elite
got no
Spartans.
alibi. You
TX
ugly.
Elite Spartans.
You ugly.
Hey,
You ugly.
G-
You
Hey.
ugly. Your mama said you ugly.
Hey,
hey.
Wildcat.
What you got?
Hey, check it out. Hey, you can find me at Press Impact Johnson on IG. But listen, I got these wristbands out here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hopefully, these ladies
We
of knowledge over there,
Yeah.
SW. Check them out. Hope they take one with them when they
Take
leave
them
out of
when
here
y'all
today.
work out.
Get
So we got a couple
y'all-
of events coming up.
Yeah.
We got an event coming up, back to school tournament. We taking place at Fieldhouse
Right.
Community Center. We also got a sneaker com coming up in December.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, well, we're gonna
Coming.
do that same exact thing that I'm actually hosting.
Hey.
And it's gonna be
yeah.
really dope out there.
Let's
so
go.
and again, we're also doing a collaboration with the ladies
Texas
right
Elite
there.
Spartans,
Texas Elite
yes.
Spartans. Greatness Only
Hey,
does
yo,
that.
we got
check us out at
Pick Six
greatnessearn.com,
shirts, all
man. Hey, we doing our thing, man. Check
Yeah.
us out, get some gear, and we'll
Right.
go from there.
Let's
Right.
go.
So that's pretty cool. Me?
Yeah.
I got
What
some
you
stuff
got?
coming
What you
out.
got going
Let's
on?
go.
I'm not going to even talk about the
Come
movie.
on with it.
That I'm
The
gonna be
movie.
in.
Yeah,
It's
we
coming
gonna-
out.
we gonna be
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
it's gonna be out
movie.
later.
It's gonna be in the movie.
It's gonna be out later. It's gonna be
Yeah,
out later.
yeah, it's coming later.
Going to Houston.
Okay.
H-Town.
I'm going to Houston in 2 weeks. Then from Houston, I'm going back to Minneapolis.
Okay.
Because we have the my boy Pierre. I mean, comedian.
Okay.
It's going to be
Piper coming
at
through.
New Hope
That's
Cinema
what's
Grill.
up.
Then we got the day party on the 25th. That was off. Yep, at the Union. So we're going to be
Dope.
the day party up there. Then I come back. Then I go to Denver for this wine tasting, Uppity Negro.
Okay,
Remember my boy
Uppity Negro, yeah.
He has a new line and stuff, so
Oh,
I'll be
that's
doing
real-
that.
oh, it's a new line.
Then I come back here. Then I have to do the action day where we do backpacks for kids. Remember, I always did the backpack. So this year, we're going to try to do 100,000
Nice.
backpacks.
Ooh, that's a
Remember
lot
when
of
I started and
backpacks.
had the idea to do it with United Way Twin Cities? We started with 1,500, and that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Before COVID, we did 70,000,
Woo.
which was 2019. Then COVID came, so now we're trying to do 100,000.
Oh,
That's a
nothing.
lot of backs.
Yeah,
Let's
so
get it.
we're trying to get it. So I will let y'all know about donations when
Let's
we give to the
go.
kids,
Yeah.
so that we can do that. Then I got to go perform in at Alabama, do this comedy show. I mean, it's just a lot of
part of
stuff.
Alabama?
Dancing with the Denver Star, Birmingham.
Okay.
So I have a
okay.
lot. I'm gonna be busy, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna support my friends and go because I
Yeah.
think it's just major.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for inviting me
Thank
to the barbecue.
y'all. Hey.
They had y'all had a barbecue that was off the God Dog chain. I ate.
I ain't getting no
It was
barbecue.
lit. So we
like
really
that.
appreciate.
I'm a friend now. I'm friend.
It was
I didn't get the invite.
I didn't get it either.
I didn't get an invite.
Food was off the chain. The food was amazing
Thank
and
y'all.
everything. And
Hey,
it was
thank
good.
y'all for coming through. We appreciate
Right.
y'all's
We
time.
appreciate y'all.
and y'all's-
Thank y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me at Shed G, SHEDG. My mother had a lisp, so it has an H. So y'all got to give it up for Tennis and Financial for letting me.
Big
Located where?
James.
1107
South
South
Main
Main
Street,
Street in
Duncanville,
Duncanville, Texas.
Texas.
Hey, y'all can follow me at BertaB24 on IG. Ooh, you hear me hit my elbow?
Yeah.
And then my name and all that's in
Yeah,
here.
follow her at
in the
Berta
comment.
Got Banes now.
Berta got bangs. Berta got bangs.
Yeah, you see the
we
bite? You see the
out.
lip bite? Let's go.
Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
Oh, yeah. Shed G and Friends podcast.